Alright, what's going on, y'all, man? We are back with another video. Today's video, I want to talk about Nikola Vucevic. I think the name of this title, what I'm going to title this video is Nikola Vucevic is underrated and underappreciated. And so now, the crazy thing is, man, I had this video done before the All-Star Reserve was named, and not really took me by surprise when they named Nikola Vucevic the All-Star Reserve. But I know people gonna have a problem with that, but when you look at it, man, he's really been a one-man show in Orlando. He's been keeping them afloat. Now, Orlando hasn't been, really a fun team to watch this year, and that's due to the fact that John Isaac is out, Markel Folks, they had injury to Terrence Ross, Cole Anthony's been out lately, so Orlando been dealing with a lot of injuries, and Nikola Vucevic has been keeping them somewhat afloat. At the stands, they are 13-21, which is 3 games behind 10th seed in the playing game, but it's only 3 games behind. This goes on to show you how bad the East has been this year so far. Like I said, I know nobody really watches Orlando, but if you take the time to watch him, like, he really does everything for the team on the offensive end. He can score it from down low, he's shooting from mid-range, he can hit it from deep, he facilitates pretty well. He's been the most consistent player by far this year, and he's been doing everything for them. Let me just let you guys know what he's averaging so far this season. So, based off as of right now, he's averaging 24.4 points a game, 11.6 rebounds, 3.6 assists. While shooting over 50% from the field, 41% for 3, and 84% for free throw line. Not to include that this man really been turning it up over the last couple of weeks. Averaging over 28 points a game over the last 10 games. Over the last 5 games, he had 3+ 30-point games. So he's been a one-man record, one-man show down in Orlando. He's been keeping them in the playoff hunt, despite all the injuries they have to their young stars and they solid veterans. In fact, nobody talks about Vucevic. Like, this man has been very consistent for the last 9 years he's been in Orlando. It's just the fact that he's in Orlando. So I really do believe that he's one of the most underrated, impactful offensive bigs in the league. They haven't really got that, national media attention since Dwight Howard left. So it's very easy to overlook what he's been doing ever since he arrived in Orlando. And even though they have been stuck in that mediocre territory for the last few years, they've been making the playoffs every single season, with him leading the way. And not every team, everybody can say that they've been leading their team to the playoffs each and every year, and he's been doing that for this Orlando team. One thing is definitely for certain, he's really one of the most underrated and underappreciated players in the league right now. And one thing that's been, I've been keeping an eye on is, he stated that he's been on the trading block for the last couple of seasons, but as you can see, nothing's happened. So one question, one thing I want to see is, I wonder what's going to happen. What's his future in Orlando? What's going to happen with him? With Orlando, is he going to remain on the trading block? Is somebody going to trade for him? As he's still in his late prime, I believe he's 30 years old. Would a contending team trade for him? Would a second tier playoff team, second tier contending team trade for him? Will a mediocre team trade for him? So my question is, do Orlando want to go full rebuild and go totally young and trade away Vucevic? So Orlando fans, how do you guys feel about Vucevic? Like, do you guys want to go rebuild? Do you guys want to trade him? Do you guys want to keep him in your roster? Like, what is the outlook for your team? For your team? At least for the next 4 to 5 years. Let me know in the comments. But for those who don't pay attention to Orlando, who don't know who Vucevic is, or you don't watch him play, this man's a 3-level scorer. He can score in the post, he can score in the pick and pop, mid-range. Obviously, he pick and roll, and he can shoot it from 3. So he's an underrated do-it-all big on the offense end. He's an underrated passer. Like I said earlier in the video, I know a lot of people had a problem with him being an All-Star reserve, but he is an All-Star caliber player. He's honestly been carrying this Orlando franchise for the last 3 or 4 years, and he's been very, very consistent ever since he arrived in Orlando, 9 years ago. I know he's not a popular player, but I want to give him some love, man. because in my opinion, he's obviously one of the most underrated, appreciated players at the moment. And it's the fact that he played for Orlando. Like, nobody paying attention to Atlanta right now. They outside the playoffs right now. But honestly, man, without what he, if he not having the season he's having right now, they honestly probably the worst team in the East, or second worst team in the East. So, quick shout out. I just want to give a quick shout out to Vucevic, man. He's been doing his thing this year, been carrying his Orlando team. He's been keeping them afloat, man. I know you guys don't want to hear me rambling on for a while, so I'm gonna cut the video there, man. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. Like this video, please drop a like, hit that subscribe button, man. I appreciate it, man. That being said, hope you guys have a good day. And last thing I want to say, man, next weekend, stay tuned for a power rankings video as we hit the All-Star break. So stay tuned with that, man. And I'll catch y'all next weekend, man.